Introduction to IoT Part 1. Principles of the Remote Control. Technology on Computer Network Systems. Activities of life are carried out by chain reactions. The chain reaction can be realized by a computer. IoT can be controlled by the computer. That is, principles of IoT are corresponded to principles of computer. How does the Internet inform data without mistakes? The Internet is a computer network system in which digital signals are transferred. The router deciphers the address so that the destination receives the information. A pack of information is broken down into packets and each packet is preceded by the address of the destination. IP addresses is a set of four numbers like 192, 168, 0, 3. Due to the large number of computers connected in the Internet, it is necessary to setting a unique address. Transmission Control Protocol (TCP) is the standard of the address that controls the path. The TCP IP is divided into 5 layers, and as soon as it finds that the receiving router does not accept the information, it rejects and receives the next data. How to decode digital signal in a computer. In a computer, every signal is converted into digital signal and the signal is stored in the memory. The datum kept by a memory is uploaded on data bus and decoded by a decoder connected in parallel. A correspondent decoder calls the specified program from the memories. The program processes the signal, and outputs it for the next operation. Every control unit consists of a decoder. The operation is expressed by a logic. That is, if A of the prerequisite input is B, then X of the output of the conclusion is Z. Fig.1 shows A and O are plane for a decoder. Since there are many control signals, the decoder also requires as many circuits as the types of control signals. How LSI, of state machine achieves chain reactions. Chain reaction for intelligence is realized by electronics as LSI, so called a state machine. The intelligent operation is realized by performing state transitions as shown in Fig.2. The operation is carried out at the clock signals Phi1, Phi2. How to transfer data in a computer. When data is sent from memory to the other memory, the memory possessing with the address of destination will be activated. At first, inform address of the memory to be opened through address bus. The next, open the gate of data bus, specified by the address bus. Then, put the data into the device at the timing informed by control bus. As shown in Fig.3, address bus, data bus, and control bus play an important role in transferring data. How to make the circuit to decode a digital signal. In the parallel data processing, all components of the data are placed on parallel lines at the same time. The parallel data is decoded by a logic circuit as shown in Fig. 4. An inverting circuit is inserted into each terminal that inputs 0, so the data of all elements is output as 1 at the matching state. How Central Processing Unit (CPU) works. CPU performs operations of one cycle at each step of the program specified by the program counter. Here are 4 types of routine operations in a machine cycle. At first, getting instructions from memory, 2, deciphering instructions, 3, executing instructions, and 4, saving the results in memory. Fig.5 shows the operations performed by the Central Processing Unit. Motion of a humanoid is described by transitions of poses. The servo motor retains the angle of the axis of rotation specified by the input data. Therefore, a servo motor is attached to each joint to determine the posture by the program as shown left side of Fig.6. The action is programmed a change of the posture by a flowchart as shown in right side of Fig.6. Programming languages. Text written in a program for humans easy to understand is called a source code. The program written by source code is compiled into the machine language. Assembly language. The program of assembly language specifies the address of the memory. In a microcomputers with small capacity of RAM random access memory, in which the RAM is temporarily used as a register. C language. Frequently used programs are defined at first in C-typed program, then write a program that calls those programs. This type of program form a layered structure and the compiler that converts the program from a source file into an executable file is necessary. Python language. Python is an interpreter type simultaneous interpretation type that is called and executed on one line and is used in programming such as robots. Example of program by assembly language. The program achieves versatility by assignment of the address of memory instead of the data. That is, the data is manipulated by the address of memory and the data are separated from the program. So, the data file name is appended with the program name as filename extension and the data are processed by double-click the file name. Fig. 7 shows an example of program written by assembly language. YOS of Raspberry Pi is Linux. When a program becomes complex, it is divided into many modules, and a main program is built using as modules as components. The program consisted of a module program becomes a structured program. Unix. The executable code depends on the CPU, but if we add some ingenuity to the programming system, we can make the source code that is not dependent on the CPU. Unix is a program that can be easily ported between different machines. Linux. Modules for various programs in Linux have been developed and shared via the Internet. OS of Raspberry Pi, that is developed as a learning material for IoT, is Unix-like or Unix-like Linux. The program name for video data and audio data. File name extension is added to the file name of the data. So, the same program is run on the received computer and the data is played. JPEG Joint Photographic Experts Group and BMP bitmap are image data formats supported by Windows as standard. Audio data can be expressed in formats such as MP3, WAV, and MDI. MP4 is a file format that contains audio and video. The audio data of MP4 is not MP3, but data in a completely different format called M4A. AVI Audio-Video Interleaving is a format for working with video with audio in Windows. Parallel signals are converted into serial signals for single-wire transmission. Parallel digital signals are transferred to the serial signals in order to transmit data by a single line. The method of parallel serial conversion must be standardized. One of these standards is USB Universal Serial Bus. In addition, there is a time division multiplexing transmission method in which the use of the transmission line is switched by time division. Serial parallel conversion is performed by shift registers. The circuit used for serial parallel conversion is a D-type flip-flop. The operation is as follows. When D equals 1 is input, it stores 1 and outputs 1. When D equals 0 is input, it memorizes 0 and outputs 0. When the clock signal does not come, it retains that state. In the register with a cascade connection of D-type flip-flops, parallel data can be input at once and serial data can be output, or after serial data input and parallel data can be output at once. Summary. The remote control is processed by digital technology. A set of digital signals on the information is broken down into many packets, and the packets are transmitted to destination through computer networks by using address of destination. The server on the receiving side holds the digital signal in a register and uploaded a bus. Group of decoders are connected to the bus where the signal is decoded. It will call a program, and the result is output to the next process. Thank you for your attention.